Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, generously sponsored today by the Bricker family of McLean, Virginia, to wish a very happy birthday, one day early, to Allison and Peter, and to give a belated birthday shout out to big brother Sam. Your mom and dad are so proud of all of you. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, May 26, 2023. And we begin with millions of Americans getting a head start on summer. Today is a getaway day for the long Memorial Day weekend, which, at its heart, is a chance to remember and reflect on those who've given their lives in service to their country. But it's also an opportunity to get out of Dodge, and an epic travel surge involving planes, trains, and automobiles is expected. For the TSA, it could be a 1-2 punch. There's a shortage of air traffic controllers, yet there will likely be more travelers moving through airports this holiday weekend than any other Memorial Day weekend in the past 10 years. On Monday, when many people are making their way home, Major League Baseball will observe the day with a moment of silence and special uniforms. The league says it's trying to recognize the importance of remembering, show gratitude, and help teach younger Americans the significance of the day. It's a scientific breakthrough that's straight out of science fiction. When an accident left 40-year-old Hartjan Oskam paralyzed 12 years ago, he thought he'd never walk again. Now, with the help of some pretty remarkable technology, he's able to get from point A to point B using his own 2 feet. In a study in the journal Nature, researchers explain how 2 implants have successfully restored communication between Hartjan's brain and his spinal cord. They liken it to a digital bridge where the patient's thoughts move through a processing unit he wears like a backpack to stimulate movement in his legs. The device allows him to walk about 100 yards and even upstairs. Not only that, after just 1 year of using the system, he's able to walk a few steps on his very own, even when it's turned off. Space tourism is one step closer to becoming a reality. Yesterday, Virgin Galactic successfully launched its supersonic plane, VSS Unity, sending a 6-person crew to the edge of space. Powered by a rocket, the plane took off from a New Mexico runway, soared approximately 50,000 feet into the air before firing up its own engine to reach its destination 50 miles high, where reportedly the passengers would undergo weightlessness and see the curvature of the Earth. According to the company's Twitter, next up is a research mission planned for late June. If all goes well, officials are hoping to begin selling what will likely be some pretty pricey tickets soon after that. From up above to the bottom of the deep, dark sea, where scientists have just discovered 5,000 previously unknown sea creatures thriving in a vast area known as the Clarion-Clipperton Zone, a mineral-rich region located between Hawaii and Mexico. From neon yellow sea cucumbers dubbed gummy squirrels to carnivorous sponges, the findings in the journal Current Biology describe an underwater wilderness filled with biodiversity that's nearly unimaginable. While amazing, the new discoveries are also causing concern to environmentalists. The CCZ is also home to what's known as polymetallic nodules, a potential source of minerals used in the development of renewable energy for electric vehicles. As countries and companies gear up for underwater mineral extraction, scientists are highlighting the need to protect the marine life that shares the space. Expect a busy weekend on the roads and at the movies. Disney's long-awaited live-action adaptation of The Little Mermaid is expected to make a big splash at the box office. Forecasters predict the film will bring in $120 million in the U.S. alone. It's based on Hans Christian Andersen's 19th century classic tale and features Halle Bailey as Ariel, Melissa McCarthy as Ursula, and Awkwafina as Scuttle. Fans of the original film will want to pay close attention to the music. Alan Menken, who composed for the animated version, is back, but he's not alone. In addition to reworking some of those classic tunes, he's collaborated on some new ones with none other than Hamilton's Lin-Manuel Miranda, who also wrote songs for Disney's Moana and Encanto. That's it for KidNuz. Now, our KidNuz quiz, sponsored today by the Skoranek family to say happy birthday to Edith, who is listening on her way to Ephesus Elementary in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Edith and her sister Lila love listening to KidNuz every day on their way to school. Now, today's quiz. Whom is Memorial Day meant to honor? all those who've died in service to their country. How many implants did doctors place into a paralyzed man to help him regain the ability to walk? 2. What's the name of the Virgin Galactic spaceship that just had a successful test flight? The VSS Unity. Scientists discovered how many previously unknown sea creatures deep in the Pacific Ocean? 5,000. In our KidNuz Kicker, for those of you taking to the skies this weekend, a flight attendant has finally put an end to the debate over who gets the armrests. Kristen Kirlby told the New York Times that those in the middle seat, and kids, let's face it, that's probably you, don't just get one, you get both. Some of her other words of wisdom: remember to bring headphones, and for the love of Pete, keep your shoes on, especially in the bathroom. Thanks again to our sponsors today, the Bricker family of McLean, Virginia, for underwriting our episode. Happy birthday, forward and backwards, to Allison, Peter, and Sam. And hello to all the WES Dragons and Mrs. Sheminsky, Mrs. Poland, and Mrs. Davies at Washington Episcopal School in Bethesda, Maryland. And thank you to our quiz sponsor, the Skoronics of Durham, North Carolina. Happy birthday to Edith, and hello to her amazing teachers, Ms. Casto and Mr. Cook. Edith, your mom, Dad, Lilla, Toffee, and Wilbur are excited to celebrate you all month long. Also, a big hello to our other KidNuz teachers, Mrs. Turner at Countryside Elementary School in Sterling, Virginia, Ms. Akins and her sentinels at the Arizona State School for the Deaf and Blind in Tucson, Arizona, Ms. Drustis and her lions at Gideon Hausner Jewish Day School in Palo Alto, California. Thanks for listening. Our Week in Review quiz is up on our website. And for those of you who've signed up, the word search is in your emails. Have a great holiday weekend. We'll see you back here for more KidNuz Tuesday morning.